Good morning. We have strength with a little mix of cardio and a bunch of different weights. It's going to be total body, no repeat. And I have everything from 4 or 5 pound weights up to 15. So we are going to use the step as like a prop. If you don't have a step, don't worry about it. You can use, I'll give you some tips what to use if you want to use it. Not a ton of cardio, but we're going to get nice and warm. And we're going to straddle that step and march. So I would put this on functional strength training. Take a deep breath up and exhale again. So just even having that step between the feet makes it a little different for your inner thighs. You feel like a little bit wider squat as you take that deep breath. Last one. One more. Good. We're going to just circle those arms back. Let that rib cage move. Make sure you're bending the knees. Want to get those shoulders warm. We're going to start out with shoulders today. Go the other way. Good. Nice big circles. And then we're going to bring those arms up, palms face each other, and we're going to squat and pull back. So I'm kind of pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Doesn't have to be a big squat right now. Good. Sit those hips back. Good. Last one. Good. Circle those arms back. Go to a hinge and come up. Just a hinge. We just want to nail this movement. So hinge, push those hips back. Good. Couple more. And last one. Good. Bring those arms up, and we're going to just scarecrow down and up. Now, you don't have to go past here, but you can if you feel good about it, but I want you to go slow. Good. And then give me a chest press in and out. And I want you to draw those shoulder blades back, and we're going to add a squat. Good. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. We're going to walk back. Now, if you don't have a step, you're just going to walk out on the floor. We're going to squat, walk it out to a plank, walk it in, and stand. Just getting a little warm. I love doing a walkout on the step because you have that help of the height of the step. Good. Walk it in. And you're kind of rocking back into those heels when you come back from your plank. And last one, we're going to hold this next one out there, and we're going to do a runner stretch from here. So bring one foot forward and open up right away. We can circle that arm. And then we're going to like reach and pull that arm. Again, like I said, we're going to start with shoulders. And then we're going to switch legs, switch it out. So open up first, with that nice stretch. Think about stretching your glutes here. And then we're going to reach and pull. Good. Let's pull that arm back. Good. Last one. Come back to your plank and walk it in. And roll it up. All right. We're going to continue this warm up, getting our shoulders going. So grab, I'm going to grab 5s and 4s. I'll start with 5s and then I'll go to 4s. The reason I'm getting light is because we're doing a lot of isometric work, and we're also doing just some longer lever, like think bar. All right, how's everything sounding? Okay still? Good. All right. I love when you get the pop-ups up there. All right. I'm going to straddle the bench just because. I'm going to start with 5s. All right. We're going to make a T. We're going to go front, out, down. Front, out, down. Good. These are all just going to be about 30 seconds. You're also warming up your core big time here. Up, out, and down. Up, out, down. Think about bracing that core on that front raise. Good. 2 more. Last one. And bring it down. I'm going to 4s on this one. We're going to bring it out here. We're going to go down and up and down and up. Ready? Go. Now you could do this with 5s. I'm just finding it hard. So I'm going to stick with 4s because we have a little ways to go. Now if you're feeling this in the neck, get lighter weight. So you're always having one arm under tension. Go nice and slow on that way down. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis. Good, and bring it down. Ooh, roll those shoulders. We're gonna do the same thing in front. Now you know why I got those lighter weights. All right, bring them up, palms down. We're gonna go down and up, down and up. I'm gonna show you a side view. I'm not leaning back. Actually, I could go for 3s here. Just make sure your shoulders are down. And if you need a break, just come down, do a shoulder roll, and then just continue. So I want you to pause at the top. It's not this. It is down, up, hold, down, up, hold. No matter what weights you have, okay? Even if you have 1s or 2s, you're gonna feel this. And bring it down. Woo! All right. We're gonna bring the weights up. We're gonna go down, scarecrow to press. Go. Scarecrow. We did that in the warm-up. To press. I gotta see what kind of weights you guys have. Okay, you R1, your weights look heavy. What are you doing? I feel like a weakling. But these are meant to be a little bit on the lighter side and slower. Good. Good. Bring it up. Ooh, 1 more. And bring it down. Woo. All right. We're going to go forward now with that scarecrow. So we're going to go, I'm going to get a little heavier here. So we go up to push out. Okay. Ready, go. Goalpost, push. Goalpost. Nice and slow. Good. Arms are shaking with these weights. But good warm up for the core too. We're going to open with some standing core after this set. Last one. Woo. Bring it down. Oh, okay. Last thing we're going to do is an L raise with a hesitation. So we're going to go up, turn it, bring it down. Up, turn it, bring it down. I'm going to try 5s and then I may go to 4s. Tuck the pelvis under. We'll start with this arm here, this arm at the side. Ready? Here we go. Now it's tricky here because you don't want to turn. You want everything facing front. Bring it down slow. That's what you want here. Slow. Slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Bring it up. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we have the lighter weights. I do these in my bar class and they are killer. You're going to feel your core. You have 1 more. And bring it down. Woo! All right. Put those weights out of the way. Stretch anything out. Quick little stretch. We're going to move on to standing core. You're going to go a little heavier here. You are going to feel your shoulders a little bit. The first one is going to be a shallow up and over. It's more of like a push press. Okay? So not a big squat, just a kind of dip and then drive the weight up. You can either use 2 weights together or one weight, hold on to one weight evenly, but try not to do this. It's just shoulder to shoulder. All right, I'm going to use a 12. All right, ready? Here we go. Now it's a baby squat. Try to have a nice even grip here. It's quick. Like I said, we're going to drive the heart rate up. So I'm going to show you here. Just a little baby squat. Good. Push. I forgot to say these are 45 seconds now. Sorry. Try not to hyperextend the back. 5 seconds. Ooh, shoulders burning. Last one. Time. All right. Nice little core burn on that. All right. This one. Okay. Let me think. Sorry. Okay, we're going to go halo to chop. Okay, so weight starts here. We halo, and then we chop it. Halo. I have a 12-pound weight. This is 45 seconds, not meant to be throwing a light weight around. And you want to bend the elbows. This is great for shoulder mobility. Sorry about that hesitation. I couldn't read my own writing. And my eyes are tearing. And I can't see when my eyes are all teary with this cold weather. So really brace that core. Now you got to make sure your knees are bent. You're pushing into those feet and you have a tuck of the pelvis. Use that core. One more. Woo. Good job. Put it down. All right. No weight for this one. All right. We're going to squat knee, down jump, or you can make that a burpee if you want to. If you don't want to jump, you don't have to jump. You can do a squat to stand, but get your arms up. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Core, little cardio core. Make sure you squat. It feels different with that step between. You have to step out wider. I'm going to make this one a burpee. So either way, you're adding core. Woo! Now you can go deep as you want on that squat. Last one. And time. Good. All right, get one weight. Woo. This one is 30 seconds each side. You're going to have 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Repeater knee. Okay? Knee twist. 30 seconds each side. But I want you to twist to that side. Okay? All right. Ready? Here we go. Try to just touch with that toe. All this really is a repeater knee with a twist. Now you're also getting some really nice quad work here because this knee is bent. This is very good for knee health. Push into this foot though. So the foot that's on top, you're pushing into. Don't let that heel come up. Last two, and we'll go to the other side. getting some functional core work in. All right, ready? Up on that toe. Here we go. So the foot that's off the step, try not to bring the whole foot down. And make sure you're not going over to this side. You're just twist, twist. Also getting a nice isometric in the bicep. So I know this foot has a tendency to come up. Push into it. Almost there. Good. Last two. Good. All right. Put it down. Get a quick drink. We're moving on. You should be nice and warm now. So I love to do a little standing core, and I like starting with shoulders sometimes. Stretch anything out that you need. We're going to legs. Okay. The first one, let's use the band to start. You're going to put it above the knees. Now, if you don't have a step, don't worry about it. Imagine you have one. All this you can do without the step. Even the uneven stuff, that knee repeater, you could have done that easily without the step. All right, you're going to have one weight. Now, one thing you have to watch with this band, we're going to be feet on the side of the bench. So you don't want to be here, okay? You have to be able to stretch that band. So let's start out with a few squats. And if it's not going to work with the step between, then you don't have to use it. If your band's too tight, you only have one band, okay? But just, you want to be able to have those feet here without doing this, okay? You have to actively push out. Get one weight in your hand. I'm going to get a 12. We're going to add an overhead press at the top. So you're going to come all the way back, and you're going to sit into a squat with the weight up at your chest, not down here. Abs are tight. You should be feeling things already. We're going to walk up, right, left, and then push up, and then walk back right. So we're only pressing up at the top. But see how you have to really keep, now you can come up there if you want. See how you really have to keep your feet wide? If that overhead press is messing you up, just stay right here. I want you to pause and sit into that squat. The only time you come out of that squat is for the press. I added a little pulse there. I think I want to press at the back too, which you could do. You have to move slow here. I don't want you to move fast. Give me one more. Lead with that heel. Whew. Should be feeling your core too and your heart rate. Put it down. Whew. All right. Quick 30 seconds. We're going to straddle. And we're going to sit and tap. So all it really is this. Okay? Ready? Keep those feet apart. Push against that band. Here we go. Now, do you have to tap the bench? No, you can stay right here. I find it helps. It's not too fast. I don't want this. I do not want that. I do not want that. I want slow. Okay, sit into that squat. Here I'm doing it without the bench. You don't even need a bench. But the bench does make it a little harder if your feet are wider. You have to move your knees. What am I not doing? See how my knees aren't moving? You got to sit. Sit, sit, sit. Last one. Come up. All right, we're going to lead with the other leg for that press and the monster walk. I'm going to get the same weight. Leading with the left. Here we go. I'm going to add a little press at the back. because I feel like it. You don't have to. But you see how slow it is? Because you want to make sure you're getting that contraction and really moving that force against the band. The walk forward. I have sagittal plane here. Come on. This would be much easier if I was going faster. I don't want to go fast. I want to creep. Like Michael Jackson in Thriller. Creep. Try to be quiet, like tiptoe. One more up and back. So you're leading with the same foot. And I want you to sit in that squat. Sit. Right after this one, you sit. Yes, good. All right, put that same weight, or you could go heavier here, on top. This one's a little trickier. We have an uneven squat. You have to make sure your band's not like this, or take the band off. We're gonna snatch, put it down, 3 popovers. Let me show you, don't do it yet. Snatch, put it down, 1, 2, 3. Snatch, put it down. You can also be 1, 2, 3 without a jump. You're going to get that heart rate up, okay? I want you to go with that pop over if you can. All right, ready? Same hand as the foot on the bench. Here we go. It's uneven squat. It's a little trickier with the band on because you have to push against the band. Make sure the knees aren't buckling in. Like, I'm going to rewatch this and make sure I'm pushing every time. Ooh. How do our legs feel? It's so fun. Make sure you're keeping your back straight on that snatch. Finish your last one. You're going to finish with your right foot on the bench and snatch it. Woo. 1, 2, 3. Take that band off. Woo. So you could do it with a like booty band, like the fabric, but you have to make sure you can have the feet wide. I love this one for that. All right, stretch out. The next set is on the floor. Still working legs. Now I thought I had two options for this section. I had single leg squat to deadlift on the step. We do that all the time. So this one we're going to do on the floor. It's going to be, and we're going to use the step for cardio. It's going to be fun. You ready? All right. You're going to come down. Okay. The first one, we have 3 things. We're going to have our right elbow down. Okay. Left hand here. You're going to lift, take it back in. So it's a hydrant to an open hip extension. That is the first one. Okay. All right. My elbow's down. So whatever elbow's down, it's the other leg that's working. Okay. Here, 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 here. 45 seconds. Okay. Then we're just doing out and in. You don't have to touch your elbow, but you can. Inner thigh's going to face. Then pulses. Notice how my hip is open here. So I have that hip open the whole time for all of these. Okay? You're going to feel your glutes. 3 sets, 45 seconds. Okay? Back to back. All right. Ready? Here we go. There's no rush. Up, back. Now, one elbow down just puts you in a better position. I want that high hydrant and then that kick. But you're in control the whole time. you need a break, you just take one, sit back and stretch. But it's slow. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. So pausing. Now hold this next one up. Back to the elbow. It's almost like a spider, okay? Back, that hip is open. I do these in my bar class, all standing, okay? So it's very effective standing too. So keep going. I'm going to show you. If you do not like any of these on the floor, put a chair here and you can go in and out. You could do this. I'm keeping my eye on the time. You can do it standing. Believe me, it's very hard. And you can do those pulses standing. So don't feel like, oh, I can't do them. You can do them. Now hold the next one out. Up an inch, down an inch. Not this. Up. I like a pointed toe here. Abs are working big time here. I'm going to show you a front view. Should be pretty relaxed, but that core is working. Up an inch, down an inch. Now you could do quick pulses, but I'm choosing not to do them today. We might add a set of quick ones just to see the difference, because you need to differentiate all those. If you're ever in a bar class or my bar class, we use all different tempos. Let's pick up the pace. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch. Quickly. All right. Here's a burner. Same leg that was up in the air. You have two options here. Hands on the bench. This toe is down, this heel is up. You can be here or jump it. But you're not putting that left heel down or that heel that's on the floor. Go. Come on. Again, if you're like, oh, I can't jump, you don't have to. You're going to be right here and you're going to feel it. Believe me, you're going to feel it in both legs. Come on. Hands right under your shoulders. Now you may feel this a little bit more in the supporting leg. Perfectly normal. So drive it up. Drive it up. Hands are just right below your shoulders. There's not a lot of pressure on them. Push it up. You gotta push with your glutes. Drive it up. Drive it up, whether you're jumping or not. Powerful move. Shoulders down. Last one. Take a stretch. Stand up. Stretch it out. How we doing? Look at those smiley faces. Woo! All right, we're doing it all on the other side. So I get asked this all the time. Why do I feel it in the supporting leg? Because it's holding you up. But we're working both legs, so whew. Especially when I do it standing. My class takes a lot of breaks. I take a lot of breaks because you're holding that position for so long. But you're getting a lot on this in this position too. All right, so have the opposite elbow down. Whatever you're getting opposite of that elbow down leg. Here we go. Up, out. Then you can flex or point here. I don't really have a preference. Just, you can also be neutral. Whatever gives you the best contraction. This is kind of to the beat. At least I gave you a good song. Woo! Well, we are working upper body today. This is it for the legs, so that's good. I just wanted to give you a little variety. Now, hold it up. Kick. Now, you can touch the elbow. You may or may not. Come on. Woo! Burning. Now, Why is this side so much harder? Because you already worked it. So don't be surprised if you need to take another stretch or two here. I'm giving you another view. I don't want you on both elbows because you won't get the same angle. Keep going. So one elbow, one hand. Not too much pressure on that hand either. You know, it's just there for a little counterbalance. Keep it up there high. Keep it up there high. Come on. Hold it out there. Point the toe. This one I do like the toe pointed. Up an inch, down an inch. So when I say up an inch, down an inch, I mean there's a hold. Up and hold, down and hold. So it's not just up and down, okay? Differentiate these. They're so hard. Up an inch. So we're working that outer glute. You're also resisting through the inner thigh. You're also working your core. Ooh. Up an inch, down an inch. You have that external hip rotation here. Think about your abdominals here. We're going to do those little quick pulses. I am winded here. Hold on. And pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back. Your inner thigh should have been feeling that too, because your inner thigh was facing the floor the whole time. All right, same leg that was just kicking and hydranting is going to be the mover. Now, if you really can't be up on this toe of the supporting leg, you can put the heel down. Just be careful. All right. He's ready. Oh, ready? Here's your low impact. Right there. I have my supporting heel. Just lift it a little bit. Are you getting a little shoulders here? You sure are. But the good news is shoulder work is out of the way. Whew. Told you were going to get your heart rate up. So you're pushing. So as you lift the leg, you're airborne on the opposite leg. Okay? It's all happening at once. It's almost like knee drive. Okay? All right? All happening at once. Come on. Load and explode. Load here, explode. Last one. Woo! Stretch it out. All right. I'm going to fold over my bench and then stretch anything out that needs it. I'm going to try to get this done in 15 minutes to go. Think about all the work we did so far. We did standing core. We did shoulders. And definitely legs. Whew. All right. Grab a drink. We're ready to move on. We're going to integrate core into this upper body segment. The first one is a single arm row. I'm going to use my bench. You don't have to. You can do your single arm row right here, the way we normally do it, okay? Or take one leg close to the bench, hand on the bench, and you're going to do your row in a runner stretch. If you don't want to do that, don't do it. 45 seconds, and I want you to think about pulling back, not with your shoulder. Pull with your back. I'm going to use a 15. I'm going to go slow on the way down. Now, if you don't like this position, just go to something else. Ready? Single arm row. Here we go. 45 seconds. These are only one time through. Now, one thing I see, I don't want to see this. Okay? I want you to pull back. And you have to go a little forward to pull. Okay? This is a tough position. I want you in this knee, in this foot. It's a lot of leg work and it's a lot of core. So again, your option you can just quickly change to this, okay? Woo. Make sure your feet are on that railroad track. Make sure that knee is over your heel. Tough position, you got it. Last one. Bring it down. Woo. We're going right to the other side. Get your back on the wall. All right. Ready? Foot close. You could also do it with the knee down. I guess you could. And hold on to the bench. Ready? I don't know if I'm ready. Here we go. Your hands on the bench just for a little support. You can have your whole hand down or just the fingers. It doesn't really matter. Back leg is straight. Oh. I'm sorry, this is mean because there's so much on this leg. Oh. That is a tough one. Woo. You could put that knee down if you want. I'm going to take a couple with my knee down. Come on. Woo. 2 more and we're done. Bring it down slow. Woo. Oh. All right. Dead row. All right, dead row. So we're gonna go 1 deadlift, 1 row, then we're gonna go to 3. So if 3 doesn't work for you, you can go to something else. I'm gonna have my palms facing each other. Remember, a deadlift, you're in a hinge. Let's just do a few deadlifts here. Okay, so sometimes I see this on a deadlift. My back is all out of whack. Okay, you want to hinge and then push off. Ready? Here's the row. So we hinge, row. I want you to get heavy weights. Remember, we're only doing these 1 time. Two more with singles. And if you like singles, you're just going to keep with it. We're going to go for 3. 1, 2, 3, and push. Push your hips back. Getting a lot of legs and core here. We have 2 more just like that and we're done. Remember, you can go to 1. I want you to bring it down slow, okay? It's not a jerky, tight movement. 2, 3, and you're up. Woo. Put it down. All right. Swimming. Yeah, we're working the low back and the upper back. Can you do it on the bench? You sure can. Or on the floor. What I don't want in swimming is this. See how my shoulders are up? We're going to do it here. Okay? To keep it in the middle back. You can do it on the floor if you don't want to use your step. Okay, come on down. So I'm kind of lifting and lowering my chest. My toes are pointed, my hips are down. So if you don't like the hardness of your step, you can do this on the floor. If you're not going to scrunch the shoulders, you can be out here. I just want you to be mindful that you're not here, okay? I'm going to do a few here and then a few here. You can even combine it. This is your cardio move. I like this one. Keep the chest up and make sure you're not here. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. Keep those glutes on fire here. Abs are tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, sit back and stretch. Just make sure my knees are protected here. All right. We're moving on to chest. All right. Get your bench. The bench will add a little height. Again, if you don't have a bench, you can do this on the floor. All right. Chest press. Whew. Get something heavy. I'm not going super heavy because my weights are not up here again. Somebody took them. All right. But we're going to add volume by doing an isometric. So we're going to be here. So you always have one side under tension. If you have your heaviest weights, just do a regular chest press. I want you to look at your hand, make sure it's in front of your elbow and not here, okay? That's a different kind of a press, okay? But we're not doing that, and your elbows would be in anyway. Whew. If you want, you can have your feet down or legs in tabletop, okay? Head is down. Ready? Okay. Okay, ready? Right and left. So it's a little harder on the bench, especially when you're doing this variation, because you're like, oh, I can't go too far over, I'll fall off. Tabletop is just knees bent, makes it a little harder on your core, but both will work your core. Keep going. Now, if you're like, I don't want to do the isometric, just you're right here. So you can come out of that anytime. But I just don't have my heaviest weights, and it's a great way to add volume. Think about the chest. Also works your core a little bit more. Woo. Last one. Oh, just bring it in. Woo. All right, we're gonna go chest fly. I'm gonna get something lighter. And I'm gonna add a straight leg bicycle. So I'm bringing one, it's like this, but just with weights, okay? So it's not a leg lower, it's more of a bicycle. I'm gonna get my 12s for this one. All right, so we're putting in a little bit of core with our chest. Whew. All right, ready? Again, you can just do the fly. Here we go. 45 seconds. Remember, a chest fly, you do not bend and straighten the elbows. The elbows stay in one position, okay, like a bird. Big wingspan. It's a fly. And you can definitely go below bench height. Just be careful that you're not overshooting it. Okay, you're not hurting the shoulder, the front delt. You want to be in control of it. So kind of pause at the bottom and bring it in. Breathe. You really want to press that navel towards your spine. Avoid any kind of doming there. Just make sure you're in your core, whatever that means to you. Whatever, last one, whatever cue that you like. I like navel towards spine. Helps me keep my back down and that little pelvic tilt. Whew. All right. We're going to go narrow press. I'm going to take one weight at my chest. I'm going to take it right here. All right. And we're just going to pulse here while we flutter kick. Okay. It's going to get the chest. Your head is up. You can also do it with your head down. The higher you flutter, the easier it'll be on your back. But for the chest, we're just right here. Okay? So you can flutter up here. Here we go. Now you can do this with your head down. I don't like it with the head down. I feel like it makes me arch my back. Now you want to find that sweet spot right here. So you're hovering. You're never really taking the pressure off the chest. But you want to make sure you're not here. I know, a lot to remember. You can always make these bigger, like scissors. Ooh, head, neck, and shoulders up. Come on. You can also do this in tabletop, right here. That's fine too. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stretch your chest out. Oh. So we've got our heart rate up in each one of these. In each one of these segments, definitely. You don't have to jump to get cardio, that's for sure. Just lift a heavy weight. Ooh. All right. All right, for biceps. We just have biceps and triceps, that's it. All right. You're going to stand and do a sweeper curl. Let me show it standing. You're going to go heavy, okay? So you're going to start out here and then sweep up. So go heavy. You can also do a single. Just go heavy here. The next one is on the mat or on the step, and you're going to go lighter. So get the lighter weights out for that. All right. 45 seconds. I'm going to go 15s here because I know I can always go to singles if I can't do double. Ready? Here we go. So I want your elbows down and bring it down slow. If you can go down in 3 counts, even better. Woo. Again, you can be here. Sometimes it just feels good to mix it up. It's all good. Whatever you're doing is good. We're lifting weights, we're getting stronger, working on our bone density, working on our skeletal muscle, which is so important for our longevity. Whew, last one. Put it down. All right, we're going to the bench, and this one's going to be much lighter. You can do this on the floor too. We're going to have wide. I'm going to take 8s right here. We're going to go up and down, half to whole, okay? And we're going to bring one knee in, okay? So you're going to have at that little lean back position. So you're here, and you're C-shaping the low abs. So it's here. You're not really bringing it in, you're kind of lifting it. Lifting it. Or you can just lift in this position. You're going to feel your core, or you can maybe bring it up. Okay, I like the single lift, and make sure you're in that wide so it's here. Wrists are straight. I went much lighter here. But you're staying leaned back. You're not upright like this. You want to C-shape the spine. Oh. Abs, biceps. Reach to the crown of the head. Oh, 2 more. Last one. Ooh. Oh. Stretch it out. All right. Teeny tiny bit of cardio with a burpee. You can. You're going to have 2 weights. Last one, okay, for biceps. You're going to be curl, put it down, stand. Okay, so you're going to be picking up the dumbbells. It's a hammer curl, so the palms stay facing each other. Or you can put the weights down and burpee back. Okay? So my weights are here. So I'm going to pick them up, curl, put them down, stand. Or pick them up, curl, burpee. But you're coming back into this chest up. It's hard because you don't want to curl here. You have to lift that chest a little bit. All right, I'm going to start out with just a squat. Here we go. It's a sumo squat. You can also use one weight. I just want your chest up. You're going to get a lot of core. Heart rate's going to go up. Here's the burpee. And then lift that chest. So you almost have to lift the chest and then the weights. Woo. 10 seconds. Elbows stay down. Woo. Not really coming up. Last one. Not really coming up unless you're picking up, putting down. Stretch out those biceps. Woo. We only have 2 more for triceps, and then we're done. Promise. All right. The first one, you're going to use 2 weights. It's an isometric skull crusher. We've done these before. They're harder because you're holding an isometric. So I'm going to use 10s for this. At any time you want to just come out of it, you come out of it. Let me just show you what we're doing. I'm going to have your feet down for this. Okay? You have 1 weight in each hand. You're here, not down here. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Inevitably, I will start to see this. Okay? In every class, I see that. You're here. Right moves. Hold. Left moves. My elbow's going to stay over my shoulder, and I'm going to have 2 weights. The next one, we're only going to use 1 weight, and our arms are going to be further back. This is so fun. Come on. Here we go. Oh. All right. Ready? Look at your elbows. Make sure they're over your shoulders. Get in position and go. Right. Hold. Left. Hold. Right. Hold. Don't do this. Okay, don't push that weight forward. I know that happens. Keep your shoulder down. Your core is going to feel this a lot because you have to grip through that core so your back won't arch. It's a tough one, so maybe go a little lighter. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. 5 seconds. Oh, couldn't see the timer. I need a timer at the ceiling. Last one. Bring it up. Now you're going to get 1 weight. Okay? The arms are going to be further back. Okay? So instead of being here, you're going to bring it back. We're going to add a reverse curl. You're going to curl in. Watch a couple, because this is where my elbows stay. Watch, this is wrong. See how my elbows are moving? No. The elbows stay. Okay, it takes a little nuance here. It takes a little practice. I just started doing this move. So, hips are down. Make sure your hips aren't up here already. Here we go. Up. Now, if you can't lift your hips, don't worry about it. Oh. See how the greater range of motion is getting that tricep? Because your elbows are further back. I have 1 12-pound weight, and it is very hard. Keep going. Make sure that when you lift your hips, you're not doing this. Okay? Oh, come on. This is it, guys. So you lift the hips as your arms straighten, and then bring it down. 2 more. This one. Oh. And bring it all the way. Oh, that was like the equivalent of 4 moves for the tricep. Have a seat. Take one arm up and hold that stretch right there. Just hold it. Whew. Grab that elbow with your other hand. Press it in and down. If you want a little more lat, take a bend. I like you to separate these. So I don't want you to just grab and go. There's some things we need to grab and go, but not this. I want you to feel the lats and the tricep. It should hurt a little. Not hurt, but you know what I mean. It's like uncomfortable. So maybe just stay here. Those last two moves we did are very intense. Push it down first, then I want you to lift and bend. Not just any old way. I know all the tricks. And release it. All right. Woo. Stretch those shoulders. And this one also I want you to feel in the biceps. So flip that palm. Getting a little 2-in-1 here. Other side. Flex that palm. Excellent job today. Lace the fingertips behind. I want your arms straight so you get a little extra stretch for the biceps and triceps and the chest. Puff that chest open. Reach to the crown of the head. Be positive here. And now we're going to C-shape. Interlace the fingers. Push and C-shape the spine. Not up here. I feel like that guy who yells at everybody on Instagram for form. It's just like cursing people out. I would never do that. Make sure you're getting that C shape. Let's do one more of each. Nice. Come on up. And let's just take a big deep breath and dive and fold forward. Feel those hamstrings. Let everything go. And I want you to fold yourself in two. The more you fold, the more hamstring you're going to get. So if you have trouble like getting to the floor and you need to bend your knees, just work on it. Just work on it. You don't need to get to the floor. The most important thing is feeling the stretch here. And then bend the knees and roll it up. Big deep breath. Bring all that good energy in. Woo. It's under an hour, right? Not bad for total body. Have a great rest of your day.